Welcome, chat. Welcome, everybody. We're starting off here tonight a little bit more casually. We're getting started here. All right. So, we have a few things we're getting to tonight. Let me just check something real quick.
Sorry to disappoint you guys. The Lula portion of our stream.
Oh. All right. Perfect. All right, welcome everybody. We're getting started here. So, we bring it over to the main stage here. We have a few people coming tonight. We have at least Zodiacs confirmed, but a few changes from the last territory war. This is the last territory war. I'm gonna be in TK tonight. We're moving on in the future, where you'll find out next time we start up here. But a few things have changed in the Borderlands, as you can see very clearly. Not as much has changed down here in Anadolu. Much of the same. And we actually have Liangyun, as many people call it Dai Chang, as that's the name of the capital, opening up here. We're getting started. A few interesting things to see for a few houses. Something a little bit shocking, as some might notice. But we'll get started with that. Oh, let me go to the one where it doesn't show every time I hit the Windows key. We'll be showing that as soon as a few people arrive. I didn't actually get a schedule ready for this. It got a little bit delayed, but let me grab a few people here, see if we can get them on. We'll get into a little bit of it soon. That is most. Who else do I have to grab here? Oh, yeah, here, let me why am I forgetting here? Few different changes here on the map. Hey, we'll get started with a few things that are happening here just off the bat. When am I joining cons? Listen. Cons and I have a strained relationship. After the incident in 1999, Cons and I don't talk very much anymore. But we are going to get started here with a few things that are happening. As you can see down here in the lands of Liangyun, not commonly known, my home region for quite a bit of this game, especially early on, before they started opening up the regions and closing them down, back when we only had the 4 and then the 5th here, and all 5 were open at the same Oh, sorry, all 6 are open at the same time. For a very long time, down here is where I made my home, and it's almost chilling to return here after a while. Anyway, we have Lawless over here. Gorgonites. Lawless to lead with Knights Templar. And I believe the third... I don't actually remember who the third is. Do they have a third right now? We can check through the lands, but I don't believe they have a third. I believe their third has departed for the season. And I'm sure they're searching for another one. Otherwise, over on the left side here, we have carrying over from last season. They were a different alliance name. I do not remember what they were. TK and IO, which used to be the Order, who's merged with Hidden Order over here. And hello, Minnow.
Yibble.
Oh no, I need to turn you down, Minnow.
Oh, sorry.
All right. How are you today, Minnow? Yeah, a little bit better.
Okay. Minnow's doing alright. We got a little bit of a shock for this meta, because we brought a bunch of cav and then realized that wasn't gonna work.
Wait, no, you didn't. You're lying to me.
A good chunk of our guys had one cav unit because they thought Armor Gun Lancers was gonna be a good thing to bring. And that was a surprising shock for them when we were attacking Fujian. Or Fujian. Yes.
Fujian, yeah. Wait, you...
Minnow swears. Minnow can speak English.
Real? No,
Promise.
okay, so genuine... Okay, genuine... You actually... You've played with Armiger's Lancers before, yeah?
Minnow didn't bring it, but Minnow saw a good chunk of us bring him.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
and all these players played last season, right? When Purple Meta opened.
Probably. Well, some of them didn't have it beforehand. Some of them do not.
Hold on, and they played last season, and then they didn't realize that Berserkers are just the far and away better version of these units. They move basically at the same speed.
It is what it is.
It is not what it is. It is bad. It is wrong.
Hey, surprisingly, for a good chunk of us, it was just a shocking realization. And we just had to redouble on what our thoughts on for doing attacks. It was a sad day. Well, correction. After we failed on our Fujian, we went to Kyunu, and then we started seeing the AI load into Kyunu. Or Kyunu?
Okay,
and
so Death is no longer the leader.
One of the people that Minnow recognized on it was Korn.
Oh, okay, yeah, because Korn is Korn is messing around with his buddies right now over in, I think, TWS, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. That or they're in the cohorts.
They're in the cohorts because they load in on Kyunu. A good chunk of us forgot that it was cohorts, so when we attacked it, we were seeing AI and cohort players just jump and cycle through constantly.
I do know that, well, I mean, Death is no longer the liege of Thoys. And Thoys actually got a little bit neutered here with Mars coming into the picture. Yeah, I don't know how you got, like, everything's been buffed. Solasar even said it. 40s are massively buffed now with all the new doctrines. Yeah. Everything's buffed now except for really Cav. Like there is Lance Cav reductions where like they take 50% less damage. But I'm almost 100% sure most of you guys don't have that because most of you guys don't play the game.
No, we actually have a fair amount of us playing. There's usually at least 10 to 15 on.
Okay. Okay, no. What I'm saying is, how many people are just TW loggers? Is it over 50%, Minnow? Tell me honestly.
Unless there's usually TW or we're doing group sieges, there's usually about 20 people. Like
Okay,
10 to
okay.
20.
So it's not as bad as the rumors say.
It's not as bad as other houses and the way some people do it.
So the rumors of your death have been greatly exaggerated.
What do you mean? Menno dies all the time. It's normal.
Hey, you only live twice.
Or 7. It's hard to tell.
Okay, that was a movie reference. Like, it came out in the 1960s, so like, you know, I don't blame you. Not everyone's a James Bond fan. It's all right. It's all right.
It was awkward because when we went to attack Kyonoon, we also tried to split up to fight on the villages too because we thought it was going to be a quick take. That was a underestimation that we did.
Was there any good defenses, offenses?
We had the Dragon Combine group do a 15+5 on Nisa for a village and Maya. And on Nisa, they dropped 2 war rockets, purple grape shot, and a few other artillery pieces. Jean Wu, Wu Tai, Mayu was the only one that got heavy defended because we already had most of Jean Wu taken by the time they started loading in. And the only 2 villages where the Dragon Combine actually had 15 on 15 for both sides was Nisa and Muyu.
So I guess I'll take it as sort of a no big fights against any. Because can I be honest with you, Minnow? Draconis Combine's not a real alliance.
They had about 30 or 40 guys altogether.
Really?
Yeah.
No shot. Which house?
All of them to combine are around 30 to 40 guys.
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
I have failed to see.
We're just one house still.
I have eyes, but have failed to
35.
see. Odyssey is in Draconis Combine. I didn't know this.
Yeah.
That makes more sense. Because I do know that it was just Onyx Dragons and like other randos for a while in Draconis Combine.
Yeah, when Odyssey joined, it basically doubled their numbers.
Doubled or tripled, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's good to see at least a few more alliances getting involved, and a few more alliances. We also have small houses. Hello, Isaac.
Hello.
Hey, Isaac. How's it going?
It's going great. I had a fun teamwork.
Okay, be honest with me. We're having a lot of honesty. You have a lot of honesty in this chat. A lot of honesty.
Okay. What's this?
How fun was the TW? Because I don't think you got any city fights, did you?
Well, no city fights, but villages against cons, you know? Being cons like always.
And it was fun fighting against cons?
Well, the only pain, we had most of the South Borderlands, like, just between us and Romans, we had a lot of the South area, all the villages, but then cons comes over here and was like 15 plus people. We can't defend every village.
Right.
You know? So we started losing villages.
So it was a fun territory war for you.
Well, let's say interesting, okay.
I see. So here's my follow-up question now. Are you going to consider joining me on my crusade across the server? My world tour?
You put us in a pickle.
I am putting in a pickle.
Because you just took our ally away because Zeus just confirmed he's going with you.
Hell yeah.
But the thing is, he's probably going to give us, his people, an option to come with us. So we could get like a kind of a merger in with Rome.
Okay.
We'll see.
So maybe.
We did have a merger. We did get a merger, so we have numbers a little bit.
When you say numbers, what do you mean by that?
8 people.
Okay.
Like,
Okay. No. Genuinely, yeah. Who did you get to merge into you?
we got Hillmans. They had 54 people, but you know they don't play CB. So we got like out of that group we had 5, and then we already had 6 people in a house. Yeah.
I understand your situation better then.
Yeah.
So the house full of 12-year-olds is growing, I guess.
12-year-olds. I like to say we're 14 and 15.
That if you're below 18, you're 12. There's no
Yeah.
in between.
He's not wrong.
You're probably like 3'2". Like I swear to God. He's not even denying it either.
No, I'm 5'4".
I'm
5'4".
Yeah, okay, yeah, 3'2". Yeah, no, he's stretching.
He's about the same height as
Yeah.
Minnow, though, so Minnow can't say shit on height.
What do you mean, Minnow?
Minnow's short.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
Minnow's
get
short.
why Minnow's the way he is now.
Minnow's been stuck at 5'4" for about, since Minnow turned 15? And Minnow's is 24 now, so...
You're
Minnow
24,
kind of
Minnow?
realized after Minnow turned like 16, Minnow was stuck at this height forever.
Oh.
Wait, Minnow, how tall are you?
5'4".
No way.
Minnow's grandmother's 4'9", so...
Listen, okay. So we're not gonna... I'm not gonna attack you too hard. Listen, I feel... Minnow, there's solutions out there. I'm not gonna tell you what they are, but there are solutions out there. They cost approximately $100,000. Sorry. You have to go to Turkey or to Russia to usually get them. The doctors are pretty good. They're professionals. They
You'll
keep the
come back with
proportions.
missing organs.
No. You don't. No, they're pretty reputable actually. Listen, there's solutions out there. Let me see if I can bring a picture up without getting banned.
So you're confirming you've done this to get taller?
No, I've not done this.
Wait, is this the
Okay,
same
but-
kind of people you recommended for Black Wolf to extend his hands?
Exactly.
Let me grab a picture for you. Because this was developed in Russia, for people with birth defects that had one leg shorter than the other. Where can I find a good picture of this?
Minnow's already concerned.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I can use this image. Open image in new tab. There we are. We have fun here. So, they drill into your leg. They break the tibia and they break the what's it called? I forget the other bone. But they break the two bones, and then they attach a metal ring here and a metal ring here, and they turn the screws slowly, and your bones actually have amazing regenerative capabilities, so they will extend to meet each other. Same thing will happen between your ankle and your knee, and then between your knee and your hip. The two big bones here will extend to meet each other.
See, that's a no for Minnow.
You can
Minnow
add
likes to stay at the
Minnow. You can
Minnow's
add 6 inches.
height. Minnow's good. Minnow likes staying at Minnow's height. There's nothing wrong with being at Minnow's height. It's fine.
That's scary.
Why?
Listen.
Well, not you, Minnow. I'm used to you, but I'm saying like the surgery that you have to do.
Anyway.
Well, in general, most surgery is actually not too bad.
Where they break your bones to detach.
Well,
them,
depending
basically.
on which, like some surgeries, you will have to break the bone to get to the part that you need to fix. And in some cases, if someone broke a bone and didn't let it heal properly, they have to then re-break those bones to get them set, fixed, and to heal.
This one I know is fairly the risk of infection is fairly low, and the risk of doing it's fairly low. So long as they actually put a metal bar in between your legs where the bone will grow over, where you wouldn't have marrow.
That seems funny.
Listen, there's a lot of like drunk or inebriated nights where you theory craft with your friends about different business ideas and ways to make money.
Yeah.
And so this theory crafting like slightly inebriated night was the one where we came up with this idea where we would extract the bone marrow out of people's bones when they didn't realize, because you don't need all the bone marrow in your bones to make your red blood cells or your white blood cells. Oh, sorry, just your red blood cells. Your white blood cells replicate on their own. So you could extract their marrow and sell it, because human marrow is actually quite valuable.
Well, this is probably a time where a black market for it starts popping up rapidly.
Because of Minnow, right?
Well, I think we got a little bit off topic there, but I think
just a little. It's fine.
Listen.
Random question for you: did they?
Yes.
How long until they realized you guys were gone from the Borderlands?
Oh, it took like the entire territory war. They still haven't taken Zettel.
I can make a correction. It's not that no one noticed. There was literally no one here.
I blame Minnow and Clearly's house.
What do you mean? We were in the north.
Just move, forehead.
Move, yeah.
No.
It's literally all free territory.
Do you realize how long it takes Minnow to roll around to get everywhere?
Minnow, I have one thing to say. Cons owns a city and 3 villages.
Listen, these motherfuckers in Warriors Nation were like in the Borderlands the entire territory war. They got kind of like, they were just sitting on Magoo, and like at the end of territory war, they move in. They take the 2 villages up here. They move down. They take Mang, and then they and Hightower comes in here and they take Lingxi and Xinlao, and then so the entirety of TK is held up on Luge, and
that sounds like fun.
They are listen, my tier list was accurate, but you don't even know how fucking pissed, fucking so unimaginably pissed I got at TK. They will tell you themselves. I was yelling at them in chat. Like, I swear to God, we were so close to losing that city. It was scary. IO decided to split between Mingyu and Zandin. They actually end up losing Zandin halfway through the war to Hightower and then capping it back later. I don't believe it was contested. Speaking of uncontested, you do have Knights Templar on the right here. Zodiac's getting first hit on Renlin down here. And then they actually do have some contention over on attacking Hebao, taking it from Hightower. Speaking of taking it from Hightower, how's it going, Potato Sack?
What up, what up?
Hey. You had a fun night, eh?
Dude, nobody understands how weird our night was, right?
Nobody
like,
understands how to use their units anymore.
Listen, Saki, last TW, I will say, my stack lost at Yazi against Gaia, and it was the shittiest TW I think us as a stack ever had, and like multiple, like since Divinity, since like everything.
Wait, what in the fuck?
One.
How many people do you have in your stack?
Well, that stack, I literally had 40, and we literally lost on Hidden City. It was bad. Yeah, listen. So this TW.
No. Hold on. No, I'm not letting you go any further. Exactly how did you lose on Hidden City in blue meta to Gaia with 40 dudes?
We were attacking.
And
it was really bad. Like comms were bad. Fucking like the strat was good. Our guys just weren't dropping arty. Our guys were there. There was like nowhere. Like it was a really
Okay.
bad
Okay.
awful fight.
It's more understandable now that you've explained your attacking.
Yeah.
I thought you were defending. I was going to lose my fucking mind.
Oh no, we take those. And then tonight was the exact opposite. So my stack of 16 humble soldiers stayed on Shujing. Okay. So we're sitting there. A half an hour goes by. We're all just dueling. Like someone's gonna fucking hit us. It's Borderlands. They see that we win in Daichang.
Why
Somebody's
the
gonna
fuck
hit
are
us,
you still in
right?
Shujing?
Because originally we just wanted to take like 1 or 2 fiefs. Like right now, us as a house is just coasting through and playing solo till basically we're forced to not to. Is like our current stance, and we wanted to keep Shujing for grape shots, right? So at half past,
All right,
Yin Yang
yeah.
hits us. We light up. We're like, okay, finally a fight. 3 dudes. We sally. I'm gonna send you the screenshot of what became of that. It's the fucking top cack. Here.
Okay. Okay. So
it's funny.
while I'm bringing up your screenshot here, I need to ask you, who are you joining in an alliance this season?
No idea right now. We're actually just discussing as just leadership right now. We kind of want to feel stuff out right now because there's a couple options of like we don't want to join one side and then make it a complete fucking one-side shit show, but we also know there's like slim pickings on the other end. So we're still just like we're waiting to play out a little bit. The last we did for it, like right before I came in, like houses are gonna merge, houses are gonna make moves. We kind of want to give it some time so we don't make an early pick and then either regret it later on because the entire server is gonna coalition us as soon as we do it because we're Zodiac, we're the strongest house, or go with the the big one and then nobody wants to fucking play, right?
Right.
We're trying to wait out a little bit, see what kind of moves people make. Because right now we were literally just out here end of TW and for the past like I want to say 20 minutes talked about all the alliances here in Liangyun. We talked a couple about Borderlands houses. So like we're measuring our options. But after Ying Yang hit us, we literally just sallied out, and then that screenshot I showed you, one of my Spanish guys was starting to put the bombard, and he canceled it at 90. Like it was 99. I thought he was gonna fucking lag and just actually place it.
Dude, he should have just placed it. That would have been the
great.
real Chad play.
And fucking so like we're like okay, whatever, like that's it. So we're like, you know what, we want to hit something close. We wanted to go for Akron, but we looked, by the time we got to Sally and everything, Durandon was hitting it and taking it for free. So we're like, well, fuck. I was like, you know what? Toys has a pocket. They're at Yazi. Let's send our stack over there while we're on peace, but I'm only going to have like 5 people enter. Prod it, see if they're actually there. If they're there, fuck it. We're just going to go back. Because Shujing to us at that current moment in time was our main objective. Like, we didn't want to chance shit. So, yep. Always had 15-5 muster against me and 4 of my other players. So I was like, okay, guys, we're all going back to Shujing. We all got back to Shujing. Reap pops in. Potato. I need you to come to Huabao right now. And I look, and from what I was told,
I hate
it was
the fact that you just did the accent. Oh.
Isn't that good?
I hate the fact that it's an accurate. Oh, I hate that. I hate that so much. You don't know how much I hate you right now.
Yeah, Redland was free. Habao, as far as I heard, I didn't see any of the content on it. They do have VOD. They absolutely, from what I heard, slaughtered HT. Apparently, Blastwave was shot calling it. And it was apparently so bad, Zelgis left and is now Liege of House Newsman, recruiting level 3,000 pluses to live and die for Newsman.
That's what the world chat said.
So yeah, I don't think Hightower is going to exist very much longer. There is a possibility that some of these veteran players that are slimming out to like New World and stuff go cohorts. Like we're measuring everything up. Once they did Habao, they're like, we're going Gao Quang because we originally wanted Gao Quang, but Lawless Deckton had more influence.
Right.
Prestige. So Reap stack went over to Gao Quang, and as my entire stack ran from the Borderlands to Habao, right as we get to Habao, and I had a couple scouts out, including myself, we saw Gaia trotting over. And Gao Quang went really well from what I was watching. There was like people making plays, and there's some that were kind of lacking, but it's something that we look forward to next time we fight there. Like we have a good idea of like it was super close the entire time, fighting on home for like 25 minutes. And just KT fielding the shit out of us, but like it's not even like the bad kind of feeling. Like we were able to keep 15-5 going in. Just couldn't close it out. Gaia hits Habao during that time. Me and my 16 guys took on all of Gaia. And I think Dex himself and 2 players from the Gao Quang Reap stack came over. So we were actually at 19. We're fighting Gaia. I personally threw down a deep mid siege ballista in the far back. Proceeded to shoot in the same exact spot 4 times, killing a person every single time. Meaning that every single time I killed one, somebody walked up to where that guy stood and waited for my ballista to load. It was like I said, it was a complete 180 from Yazi. My stack, I will show you my stack list. It is all our new players that we just got from the tail end of the preseason and the brand new players that were coming back in this season. So like I did not have the best of Zodiacs. Like I had players that, you know, are new to even how we play. And I myself was on foot. I wasn't in overhead until the last couple minutes.
Right.
So I was ground calling defense too. My guys, dude, I could not have been more prouder. At one point on the minimap,
okay, listen. Okay, Potato Sack.
What?
Hold on. I need to cut you off because you've been. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I said, the theme of today is honesty. You're ego stroking a little bit for the last little bit. You're ego stroking. You're ego stroking. I'm not gonna let you do it anymore. You've been stroking your ego a little too long.
I shit you not. I literally watched one of my level 400 who just got his dagger axes to 30 fucking triple kill Gaia 1000 pluses through their own dagger axe lancers. My stalwarts players were literally on a dime. When I called people to turn and face a certain direction, they did. We had 8 different grape shots, literally encircling X, pointed in different directions.
I'm not letting you do it anymore. You've listen. I understand. You're proud of your stack. Listen, as much as you're as proud as you are, it's still ego stroking. I want to get back to sort of a little bit of a grander stage, a little bit of more macro view of the war.
Okay.
This is in regards to you.
Send this to you.
Okay. I'll take a look.
Also, Saki, real quick.
Yes.
Is there anyone besides barbarians in
Is this a
Regionopolis?
fucking who? No, there's not. There's not as. They don't even speak English. I can't even speak to them.
No, like, are they still the only house down there?
They're still the only house, yeah.
Yeah, they're the only house.
I'm surprised fucking Warriors Nation hasn't gone down there.
Yeah, what I said in mid TW is my stack noticed that as we were AFK, and we're like, dude, I'm actually proud of Homegrown. They're actually taking fights over free land. Like, this is the first time I think I've ever seen in history.
I'm looking at this right now, and I'm just saying who. I don't know who these guys are.
That was my stack.
Okay. Now,
against Gaia as a house.
Okay. So
11 kills is a dual blade.
So okay, I believe you. I'm looking at chat here. Tyler, must be either an IO or in TK, was like, I enjoyed your screaming. I was outside fielding for you, my poppy. Yeah, this comes back to me being angry and fucking pissed off the entire fucking war, yelling at TK and people in the middle of battle. I was so fucking mad. But again, we're not gonna get into that. We're gonna pull back. We're gonna go macro here. Zodiacs, in my view, and sort of in the view of sort of like the region here, Warriors Nation is a collapsed house. They have good players, but like their body's gone. And as you just said here, Hightower was already gutted. Now they've lost like a quarter of the percent of their
Buck is
skill.
freaking out.
Yeah, now they've
Buck
lost a
is
quarter
going
of the
angry,
percent
though.
of their skill with all the Ming players leaving. Most of them probably aren't even going to play anymore. So now you
They're
lose.
all doing New World.
Yeah, they're all doing New World. Ripcats wasn't going to join in the first place. You lose that. So Bloodlust is really only the Fallen, who's a little bit gutted after last season. We saw that today with TK fighting them. And we also see Gaia, who's... actually, they're not doing too bad. So overall here, Hightower, who's gutted, Fallen, who's gutted, Gaia, who's like still hanging on. Then you have Lawless, who's actually doing great. Knights Templar doing great. They don't have a third either. So Bloodlust is basically 2 houses. Gorgonites is basically 2 houses. And then you got fucking the dog shit spelling of Elysium. I still grill these guys about this. They are... Listen,
It's just a tag, bro.
it's not okay. This is not
Literally,
okay.
it's just a
This is
tag.
not okay. Leon
It's
is in
just a
chat.
tag.
Leon is in chat. He sees what's going on. This is not okay.
Dude,
Listen,
Saki,
I understand Elysium is
listen,
taken.
You allied Ignis.
I didn't ally.
Ignis,
I'm in this house. After this territory, I'm not in this house anymore.
I actually, the last that I spoke with Ignis is actually pretty cool. We fought for like a really long time, but like there's things that like Spurk, he's always high. Ignis, spelling bee, failed on the first round. You got like people come with baggage, and it's just weighing the pros and cons. And the cons that you got isn't a bad one. You got Elysium spelt wrong. Okay, like that's not bad. That's not bad.
Oh
I'll take
shit!
that.
Oh shit! I forgot something. Fuck. Gaia lost a bunch of its vets, a lot of their EU guys, last season at the tail end of last
Yeah,
season.
you forgot that.
I did forget that.
Yeah.
He literally mentioned it to me. Shit, Gaia's gutted too.
Yeah, so
Guys,
like
all new players.
I
Guys, all new
Saki, in the words of Reap, is from what we were talking right before I came in, is just there's nobody even near us. So like, who do we ally? There's
So here's what I'm saying. Your goal this season was to train up new players. You have 2 options really.
whoa, who said that? To be
You
honest,
said
who
that. You literally
specifically?
said it in chat.
Oh, me personally, not the house.
You said
Me
that.
personally. Me
Okay.
personally.
Okay. So if you want to not train up so many new players, you can join the Gorgonites Alliance and bias the server in favor of them. And that would rally everyone else against Gorgonites. Whatever side you join, you're going to rally the server against. No choice. Let me pull in Blackwing real quick.
Yeah, like
So you're
as
gonna
soon as
you have no choice. You are going to rally the server against yourself, or you can join Elysium, and you're going to rally the server against Elysium, and they have like all new players. They like I'm telling you right now, if you want to like hell, I've been with you. I remember Agolia seasons back. That was rough. I'm telling you right now.
rough.
Season 10 Agolia was fucking rough. If I swear to God, if you're shot calling the way you did in Agolia season 10, the way you are now, they're not gonna learn much from you. But if you,
Whoa,
if it's,
whoa.
I'm telling you, it was
Whoa.
fucked. It was fucked back then.
Back then,
Yeah,
dude, I've
season
gotten
10
a lot
was tough.
better.
Okay,
I got a lot
I can
better,
believe
bro.
you that you've gotten better, but it was so bad. You and Zelgius like both shot calling at the same. It was so bad.
Well, the thing was like both of us are not used to having like a primary secondary caller, right? We're
Yeah,
both used
that's
to being
not
the
how
person.
callers
And
work.
it was
Anyway,
something for sure.
So if you want to train up new players, Elysium, whatever the fuck this is the place
Listen,
to go.
Saki, let me
Well, we could
put
just say
in the
at least,
window of
yeah.
your mind. So I do want to, while Mino's here, okay?
Or
Somebody, I forget exactly who, they were like, what about Mithron? I was like, fucking no. Don't even, nope, leave them alone. They're my babies. They're in their blow up house in the Borderlands. They want this season
Minnows.
off. You leave them alone.
or you
We've
could be
already agreed
fucking
that this
or
is
you
a
could be
chill
fucking
season.
cringe And
Yeah,
ally
it's-
with
yeah,
the
no.
same
Minnow
people you
has
did
to touch
last
a
season.
stand of grain one more time. Minnow's gonna riot and turn into glass.
Oh, I know. But like
Yeah.
literally window into my mind, Saki is like I'm not gonna say what the group consensus is right now, but what I pretty much pitched was okay, if we go with Lawless and Gorgonites, right? The entire server is gonna come against us, but we have the best shot at Daichang. Like we do want the capital this season.
They're not going to
I
give
mean,
you lead
we are-
house. I'm telling you right now.
Well, no, listen. I mean, I don't think we actually care about that. But
Get to you in a second.
with that,
Black.
you know, it's that, or we, I even said if we wanted to go the Elysian route, yes, we have newer players, but that's going to be as even as it is. But we also risk still getting coalition, and then it goes south. You know what I mean? Like, there's people on both sides that want to like work on something. There's also a couple other options we're thinking of too. So we'll just have time's gonna tell it. Like I can say what I think now, and it could be something completely different tomorrow. I don't know, but I mean we're open right now to offers on literally anybody, like except for cons. Cons are too strong for us.
That's fair. Well, no, cons got just like every other house. They got gutted as well.
How? What?
Cons
Somebody
always
did
gets gutted.
cons? Who gutted cons?
Literally, that's just the same thing for them season after season.
How do
Anyway.
you gut 5 people?
Exactly.
Anyway.
He loses 5, he
Let's-
gains 5 more people that don't know any better.
I want to get over to someone I haven't talked to in a good long while. Hello, Blackwing.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good.
I completely forgot you told me at the tail end of last season that you lost a lot of your EU players.
I did.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I
Didn't you
lost
lose a
until,
lot of your
gold.
vet players?
No.
Which
we
were
didn't
your
lose.
EU players?
No. Like for blue season cap, yeah.
Oh, you lost them for blue season.
Yeah.
I can get to you in a bit, MBR, but I got Blackwing right now.
Yeah, I was just saying I'm here.
Sounds good.
It's the same situation. I mean, I think we only have 2 EU too. Yeah, EU doesn't like blue.
Yeah, I don't
It's not
blame
like
them for
it
not
is.
liking blue.
Like we have a gun to Reap's head and Lily's head, and then that's just it.
I mean, yeah, it's hard not to have a gun to Reeve's head. That's the only way to keep him interested. But
Having weapons to people's heads are fun.
but
I do want to say though, good shit tonight,
Fucking-
Blackwing. Hands down, that was actually a really good fight. That was really fun.
You're trolling.
What do you mean? What do you mean I'm trolling? That was a good fun fight.
You're actually trolling. Shut up.
What do you mean?
Bro, I'll pull up the VOD and you can play this good fight again.
no, okay, do it. Fucking do it. Potatoes, do it. Say it again. He's gonna pull out the VOD. We're either gonna bully Blackwing or we're gonna bully fuck it. We're gonna bully Potato Sack.
We deserve to get bullied.
Really?
No, like
So,
I
okay.
actually thought it was pretty decent, except for the 4 guys that lined up for my siege ballista every time. That was
What?
kind of.
Can I ask a question that's kind of like irrelevant but not relevant?
What's up?
Is KT with you guys in alliance, or why were they fielding outside?
No, so what I heard, and I think Saki, you said it was, or no, was it Saki or was it Dex? Dex reached out to KT at the end of TW and asked them
Yeah.
specifically, "Yo, did you field outside of Hibao?" And apparently they had like some guys that were bored because they didn't want to overfield us at Gao Quang. They just wanted to make sure certain players didn't
Good.
enter Gao Quang for us.
Good.
But they
Good.
sent like a small number of people, and it wasn't until the second like half of the fight, I think, is what I'm just basing it off of what I heard.
Right.
That it just wasn't a lot of guys, and when I left the or when the fight ended, I did see you, no cap, getting fielded, and I kind of
Oh, I
really
got
wanted to
bullied
join it.
6 times. Yeah, I just like, I don't know, it was a little bit annoying. I was like, dude, I if I can't shot call an overview, I at least want to be able to load in. Like, fuck.
Well, like at the same time though, like how long were they fielding you? Like no cap, like I want to have like a real conversation.
I
About
could field it 6 times.
So they were out there for like 10 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Now,
I
So
wasn't fighting early. I felt
how many people were getting fielded though? Like, I just had a question.
like 10 or so.
And how many people did you have in that set?
And that sack.
Yeah.
Like there at OT, probably like 35. At OT,
35?
so it started off, yeah, we had like a lot more.
Because like at one point I know at one point you had all 35 waiting and like ready for muster.
We did. We went from like 20 muster to like remember when we were capping X point?
Yeah, you guys were capping X.
That entire time our muster was like 7, 8, 9.
Yeah. No, I totally
Push weight. But I mean, like that's not an excuse. Like yeah, it's like whatever.
that whole fight, bro. I had 16 guys there.
Yeah, dude, literally like.
Okay.
Muster on and off, but like, what was the big thing, dude? Was like I knew something was up, but I wasn't sure what. So when Dex said KT was like sub fielding you guys, I was like, and obviously I didn't know this during like the actual fight, and I was on ground like 90% of the fight.
Oh yeah, like dude, like I was like some of the streams I had up, like I checked 3 like the entire time. Like I literally just had like 3 streams. Like I literally was
To
like
you,
I went through 3 different streams, and I was just like, yeah, whatever.
to you, why was it bad on your end? Like I realized, because like I was saying at the beginning, like when I came in here talking about Yazi last CW, like that was our like lowest of the fucking. That was a terrible hit on Yazi last CW. That's why like I'm wondering what was so bad that you feel about your guys' end. You said it wasn't really a fight.
Had on us.
I'm talking about like Habao tonight, because you said when Saki was like, "Well, how was Gaia on Habao tonight?" and you're kind of just like,
no.
"It wasn't really."
Gaia wasn't on
whatever.
Hibao. It was Hightower on Hibao, as far as I know.
No, we OT.
No,
No. So
he
what
hit
happened
us.
was, so we had a fight. So we were going for Gakkwang. So I was like, all right, let's go Gakkwang. Like we're good. Like we'll fight Lawless, whatever. That's not a big deal. So we're going over to Gakkwang. I'm like, I checked the decks. I'm like, all right, this is easy. Just fucking out deck them, whatever, right? We get the defense on it. KT comes over, decks on it, wins over like by like 600, and I'm like, oh fuck me, all right, whatever. Because we ended up losing like Yazi and everything. You know what I mean? So that took some prestige hits after the deck went off, but they still had the numbers on those. Like start of war. So like from there, we ended up. I was like, okay, like I don't have a strat for anything else. So we're just gonna YOLO it, go main U. Right. So go main U. We're waiting for time. We actually get in the fights at like 9:20, I think, maybe a little bit earlier. We had one fight at main U. It was very, very fun. I'll talk about that in a minute. But then we ended up just bouncing to Bao OT. The boys were like, all right, what do we want to do here? I'm like, all right, I can't get another fight at main U. So I'm just going to say, fuck it, boys, go Habao. Right? So I go Habao, and I'm thinking, like, I'm going to be against, like, all of you guys, right? So, obviously, like, I'm not shying away from the fights. You know what I mean? Like, I did have an objective. Once the objective was, like, out of the question kind of thing, I was like, all right, fuck this. Right. So I ended up changing and going for some content, and then basically ran into you guys there. But the first half of it, first half, I was trying to get into overview, and getting all of our guys in there. So we had, I think about like 9 of our first 15 in. Basically, one of the guys out, I think it was Conky, called out. Basically just gave me like an idea of a strat. So we ended up just like running with the strat, and it worked. But like from like there, because there was no calls, we couldn't really coordinate the push on X. So like remember when we broke through on the supply, basically go out of them for free. And then that basically we were trying to 3-prong push X point. It's just when there's no shot caller and there's no like real visuals on the map, it's really hard to call it out. So basically we just kind of like struggled there, and that's what was really annoying. It wasn't necessarily the fighting, the trading was really good. Like we got an X point multiple times, obviously, but
you guys were at 99% like capped X. Like we just barely got it back.
Yeah.
So like that's why I said like that's why I was surprised when you said like it wasn't that great of a fight. Like I feel like it was. And again, like I said to Saki, like it's all our new players that are just learning our play style, and like half of my stack is literally people that I haven't shot called. Like they're people that we got.
Oh yeah. Like I have like a shit ton of like players, like other vets who joined us, or like new players who just aren't used to us. You know what I mean? Like my stack in particular. So like when I split up my stacks, right? Like when I have my full sweaty, triad boys that are all like been with me for a long time, whatever. Like they know all of my tricks, my maneuvers, whatever, and it's just drilled into them. When a new player comes in and doesn't know my tricks and maneuvers and everything, then they just fall behind. Um, like we have strats just like that we can implement I call it out and it's already happening kind of thing. In this case, we can't have that. So we're basically just in a stage where we're just practicing and training those guys up. So when we need to go really sweaty in hand, they're able to be able to keep up. You know what I mean? Because we grabbed. I'm talking we like fresh, very 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 fresh players. You know what I mean? And also, I mean, there's more vets we got than new players, but still.
Yeah, Blackwing.
I had 2 normal vets that have been with us for more than a season, and then I had Rotzi Spanish, which is 10 guys, and then everybody else. So literally 12 of them were vets, and like at one point we were at 19 because Dex came down. So out of almost half of my players were brand new players, like coming into the house. Like I feel like it was great for you guys to fight us. Like did you guys record? Like I know it's hard because you didn't have
no. It wasn't a real like I'm sorry, correction. It was a fun fight that we went for, right? But like we had like no strat going into it or anything like that, so we didn't plan on recording. We had no review or anything like that. So basically,
I was gonna say it would be like a really good VOD because like it was such a rotation heavy. Dude, I felt like I didn't stop talking because I was literally microing every player on turning their stalwarts, rotating 4 days. Let's get a grape shot here. Like it was a nonstop like heart throbbing bloodbath.
Dude, they're actually back to ego stroking.
Dude, I'm giving Blackwing props, bro. And all the end of last season, bro, I was bragging to him that he needed me as a shot caller. I feel like I'm humbled since then. Okay?
Yeah, okay. I know you've been humbled since then, Potato Sack. But listen.
It was a really good fight.
I'm going to have okay, 2 things. A, I'm going to have to join Gaia at one point to figure out what the fuck he means by these guys are already doing my strat before they even do it, and why it takes people more than 1 or 2 territory wars to learn it. Following that, I'm gonna have to join Zodiacs at one point and learn what the fuck Potato Sack has been doing for the last 4 seasons and if he's gotten better.
Dude, you should. We got slots.
Yeah. So those are 2 things I'm gonna have to do over the next little bit. But I mean beyond that, not Gaia. I was about to call you Gaia. Blackwing, how was your attack on Mingyu? This is something I'm genuinely I really want to hear this because
it was super fun. It was a very good fight.
Because I know initially TK was fielding you. And
yeah, but they didn't say. I don't think they did. I don't remember. I didn't really look.
And
potatoes with our pizza.
Sorry, you good?
You good, Potato Sack?
What?
We can hear the background a little bit. Someone's calling you for potatoes.
No, that's just fucking Kayla yelling. I just upped my gate. My bad. I had to turn it down because I was cutting out during TW.
Anyway, so yeah, Blackwing. How was the fight? Is there any like highlights to the fight at Mingyu?
I mean, yeah. So I mean, I will say they're a lot better than I expected. We it was scuffed a little bit, not gonna lie, because Mingyu was started. I mean, like, no, that's not an excuse for the fight, but Mingyu started on the wrong time. We had our first 15 and everything. Our first 15-minute lineup was 5 walkies, 5 berserkers, 5 stalwarts, and it was really bad. But it was a lot of fun actually. Though they played really well. Like they had really good already. Well, we were playing up towers. We had a couple of trubs down. I think we had 2 trubs down with towers as well. They denied the towers really good. They weren't really denying our mortar spam, but they denied the towers pretty well. That was very good. So we were kind of just baiting our wall a little bit. Baited, just took control of wall. Basically they were over rotating like a lot. So like on one side of the wall versus it's basically like trusting and kind of just going with it, right? And those over rotations just let us on the wall, and from the wall we basically just push on to X. We did take X, and we got on their home like 3 times. We broke their muster down to down to 9 in the fight. and we just took too long to basically rush home. They did a really good job stalling. Their players stayed alive and kept us on the move instead of us rotating to home when we should have. So they did really good at that. Let's see. I mean, to kind of clarify on everything else. I mean, again, it was a very good fight. We got home multiple times. We were very close to camping home multiple times. And they also had some pretty good flanks. They had two really good flanks that wiped their pushes. But I mean, they played pretty well. They played a lot better than I expected, and I'm very much so looking forward to fighting a Hidden City again and all that fun stuff. So this time, with the strat and everything like that involved.
I mean, yeah, I've like genuinely been impressed with how much I've seen out of both of these houses, both TK and IO. Like last season, 100%, or even like 2 seasons ago, 100% slept on these guys. It was nothing to write home about. In these last 2 seasons, after pushing themselves, fighting in this endgame region, fighting against big houses, being broken up by that ice fortress sort of romp through the fucking borderlands here, and everything that's gone on, I think these guys have finally had a fire lit under their ass, and they've really started to improve. And
yeah, they have.
Even beyond that, they've been picking up a lot of new players. They've been merging houses together. They've gotten out of that small house mentality of we got to stay as our own independent house, and they've really started pushing and improving to grow as a house.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I absolutely agree. And I mean, again, next time we go into that fight, a lot more prepping, and we'll actually look forward to the fight instead of just throwing it, saying YOLO. I'm not saying we said YOLO or anything like that, but you understand what I'm saying, right? So I'm definitely very much so looking forward to fighting these guys soon. Them and Zodiac's A stack, I would absolutely love a defense versus them, and then an attack as well. So I'm hoping to get that. Now we know where kind of everyone's settled in right now, so we kind of have a better understanding. Like, hey, where can we attack? Who can we fight? Whatever. The Alliance knows how badly I want content and how badly I want to improve. So yeah, basically we're just getting through that training phase right now. Once we get out of that training phase, we're gonna go into our sweaty mentalities, try harding, doing all that fun stuff, having shots of everything, blah blah blah. Gonna be taking good important fights, but for now, just practice, have fun. Who the fuck cares? Do you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
That's the best thing you can do, though. Like, just getting the VODs, getting your guys the experience. Like, I think that was really good tonight. Like, as bad as it is to say, for you to not get in and have a hard time shot calling, that gets your guys practicing their own individual awareness and their own judgment skills. So I feel like you guys going into bigger fights over and over, that's just gonna sharpen them up, dude. I can let Reap know that you guys want a fight against him. But yeah, so you're not gonna lie, he kind of wanted to hit Yazi, but with Daichang opening up and shit, obviously everyone went there. So
I'm just gonna be realistic with you. I would have said yes on that fight, and it's just we already told the Alliance that we're good to go, kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, we were just Daichang opens, let's fucking do it, whatever. Yeah, it was a good thing because we had nobody in Shujing for the last 20 minutes of TW, and people were too scared.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you know what I mean? The fights are here. You know what I mean? We're looking for them. We're not scared of it. If you guys want to come at us, let me know, and I'll make sure we're at our best for it. So.
Also, no cap, I'm still looking for my little Ukraine. If any smaller than Zodiac's house, with basically anybody wants to be my little Ukraine, I will train you.
You gotta calm down. You gotta calm down, Potato Stack.
Proxy wars, man.
All right, he's getting muted. Speaking of proxy wars and people who are training up just a little bit, we do have called clearly added here is MBR here.
Hello.
Not the Liege anymore, but a prominent member in IO.
It's Leontavius, aka Ignis.
Who? Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. Sorry.
Yeah. So people from small houses don't get this. but like big house people do. People don't follow your liege of your house. They follow your shot caller, and it's whoever your shot caller decides to follow that the players follow. And I think that's very much like a mindset difference between big houses and small houses. A lot of people in IO follow MBR, but MBR and Leon are like so intertwined with each other that it's kind of like I don't know. I don't know the words to describe it, but you guys are very intertwined.
Oh, we're really close, and it like people are gonna follow me and follow him. Like I won't say blindly, but like they trust us, and it's like whoever's fucking on top, like
Doesn't
doesn't
matter.
matter. Yeah.
Hey, it was the same mentality in Ice Fortress. People followed Icy for quite a while, but they were in AOA, and there was like 7 lieges of AOA, and then Icy went and formed his house. And then when the Infamous guys merged in, it's like they weren't following Icy. They were following whoever was leading their stack, in that case Typhlo.
Yeah. I mean, like,
Corn as well, and like the little smaller stacks within it. But yeah, you know how it is.
And like in the between of the seasons, we got HO to merge in, and like we broke everything up, and we just remade the stacks, and like we're going through all this, rebuilding and just having fun with the game. And man, like it's really fun to be like actually competing for stuff.
Actually competitive.
Yeah, not just like, well, I have 20 dudes, like we're super motivated, but we can't do shit. I have 50 dudes, they're hungry and balls to eat.
Let me ask you something, MBR. Let me ask you this on a personal level. Again, the theme of this stream is honesty. On a deep personal level here, what kind of psycho bullshit were you pulling when you split your house between Mingyu and Zandin? When the TK guys said, yeah, we can cover one of them. Unless I'm wrong. Unless Monty's like lying to me.
Why not? Fuck it, let him do it.
What did he say? What did Monty say?
Like, okay, so maybe I asked and he's like, yeah, I don't remember the specifics of what he said, but from what I understand, you guys were split between Mingyu and Zandin, and you guys said that you wanted to cover the two of them.
Yeah. Well, so Zandin was like, yeah, if we get it, we get it. Like, yeah, it is what it is. If it falls, it falls. Mingyu's the main one.
Right.
Because we have 2 stacks. We have to provide content for 2 stacks.
I see. And one's the HO stack and one's the order stack.
Yeah, well, now it's less, HO. Like, yes, Kanye has a stack, and me and Leon have the other. But like, we intertwine the players. Like, it's more of the shot callers that are different. Right? But yeah, we field around I think 50, 55 this war.
I know exactly how much you fielded this war, and I can tell you if you want me to leak it, MVR.
Sure. I don't give a fuck.
It was like 45.
Oh, well, see, I was close.
That's good. That's good numbers.
But that's why I said you were like a psychopath here for splitting between Mingyu and Zandin.
How many players do you have on Mingyu?
At some point, at first, when it was just like us calling TK for backup, it was my stack, so 25. And then you guys... Sorry, what?
You good. Keep talking.
Oh, and when you guys started to pressure us really fucking hard, I was like, yeah, I need more bodies, and we just called back this second stack. We needed to full defend it.
Yeah, see, I thought you were crazy for trying to defend against both Gaia and Hightower. Now, I didn't really understand to the extent at which Hightower was neutered, especially after what happened on Evow. But I didn't really understand the extent to which Hightower was neutered when they were attacking Zandin here.
Like, we left 5 dudes, and I know TK sent their other stack, just because why the fuck not? It's content.
Yeah, stacked a lot of players. Jesus fuck.
Yeah, and then we pulled everybody back to fucking Mingyu. TK went to Luge because Luge was getting hit by warriors and Hightower.
So
And we had 45 dudes on the city at the end, just throwing calf, trying to keep the fucking final.
So this is something I've been trying to get into people's head, Blackwing. Especially smaller houses or mid-sized houses. A full, proper stack is at least 30 people. A full, proper defense or offensive stack is 30 people at the minimum.
All day long. Anything lower than that's a field camp stack.
Anything lower than that is throwing. And this is something I've been trying to get into people's head, but like they don't like.
If you
don't
cannot
like to
stack
do
50
it.
players on me, unless you're Zodiac A stack, I'm taking it.
And what I'm saying with that is like you want like 30 at the minimum. You probably want around 35 in reality.
Yeah.
Which
I mean, we definitely saw that tonight. And
Yeah.
you know, the other stack is like whoever gets like to move around is more like a QRF really.
yeah,
Like Saturdays are big nights. That's where we can technically field around 2 stacks, almost 2 full stacks. Like we're gonna have a stack that's really like 30, 35, and the other that's gonna be a little less. So
yeah.
you know,
But
we send those guys to have fun, do whatever they fucking want, like attack shit, just ooga booga. It's fun. Just
that
get
was a
content.
similar experience that we had in AOA. You had your smaller, your fun stack. You had your larger, proper attack stack. At least the earlier on AOA before we started fielding more than 2 stacks. But no, that's honestly how you have to properly run your house. Keep those 30 guys together, no matter what. Even if they have to all sit there doing nothing or hitting villages all separately, keep them all in one comms. Like they have to be together.
Well, that's what we're doing, and you know we're not shying of, you know, saying to our second stack, like, fuck it, you're coming in. We're just rolling as one big unit tonight. Fuck whatever we had planned. It's this. And
that's sometimes what you have to do. And I'm glad you did decide, hey, we got to abandon Zandin. That was an excellent choice. Like that's the mentality you have to have. Maintain your priority targets. Probably something I would have preferred is if you said, hey, TK, we'll let you guys defend Zandin. But you know, that's just me. I'm not biased.
I think I
only wanted to fight Hightower a little bit.
You are biased, let's be real here.
I only wanted to fight Hightower a little. I only wanted to beat the shit. Hey, listen, I got to beat the shit out of Hightower and Warriors Nation at the end of the night using TK as a blunt weapon.
And I think we said on TeamSpeak to Monty, like, hey, like, just do whatever. At this point, we're gonna sit on menu. You guys have numbers. Just go have fun. And I think they
That's
went
about
on
exactly what you said, yeah.
Yeah, and I think
oh, hey, Monty.
Yeah, I moved them in here. And I think they went on Zandin at the tail end, just when we lost it. But, you know, it is what it is. We took it back, and GG's. The luge fielding was insane, though. Holy fuck.
How many people were actually outside? I mean, I was just in overview the entire time. Like, I literally didn't get to see anything that entire fight because I'm just sitting here looking at the screen, trying not to lose my mind.
There was 30 people.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to have no voice tomorrow.
Oh, fucking Monty. Speaking of losing your goddamn mind on luge.
Bro, I saw that.
Dude, I almost shit. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, there was one point where I genuinely thought we lost the fight, which was the point where we ended up with like 8 guys over on the supply and nobody on final point. And we're just like, I mean, there's probably like 6 of us, first of all, like trying to yell this, which probably didn't help the situation, but we're all just like, where is everybody on point? Like, what are you guys doing? And all of a sudden you see guys start coming off the supply and all their units are behind them. And I'm just like, oh no, this is it. This is where we lose. Like,
listen, Monty,
coming back from this.
You heard it, how much I was losing my fucking mind in luge. And what initiated me being so mad going into luge was how much I was losing my fucking mind on Chow Lai. Oh, it was bad. I was so genuinely fucking mad.
Like
So I already heard from like the 6 one-on-ones I had to have afterwards. Apparently Saki's a dick.
Oh, I was a total dick.
I think Saki knows because he said it about 6 times this stream about how much he was yelling, and trust me, I definitely heard about it. So because the thing was like, so I was there at first and I was like, okay, not too bad, and then Xandon got hit, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go over there, I'm gonna help out. We got a couple guys over there to try and reinforce, because you guys only had, I think, like 16 or 17 guys there, it looked like. I don't think you guys started with muster. I'm like, well, we'll hop in there to help out. And so I had left Kalai, and then at the end of TW, that's what I heard. I'm like,
listen, people weren't. Listen, I'm again, theme of the stream. It's honesty. I got so mad. People didn't know how to use their fucking. I told you they didn't know how to use their fucking units. The anger's coming back here. I'm getting the PTSD memories.
I think we've got a good plan though for like how to address a lot of the issues. I just hope it actually like goes through. The biggest struggle we're I'll say having up to this point, and hopefully it's getting addressed like on a player to player basis, is the fact like we're having trainings. We got to get the guys to show up that really need to know what's going on, because we've got the bodies now. Shit, we had what 52 tonight.
Yeah, something around there.
That's honestly, that's the highest TK seen in seasons. Even pulling high 40s would be pretty fantastic for us. So we've got the bodies. We need to get everybody kind of on the same platform and figuring out, what units do what, how to do it, and working as a team too. Because too many people running off trying to do solo stuff or not paying attention to the calls being made. So I mean, if we get everything squared away, I'll be pretty happy. But it's definitely a work in progress. I mean, we got a lot of stuff. I mean, especially after this war, we saw a lot of things that. Hopefully the trainings help, but the other thing is the people got to come to the trainings. So.
Right. I mean, yeah, I'm sure. Listen. I want to say sorry to you first and foremost for you having to go through all those one-on-ones. I also want to say sorry to the TK people who I yelled at. But they only deserved it a little bit. I don't know. I'm
sure in your time you have learned at this point that Saki that TK has plenty of room to grow. So,
absolutely. But okay, I mean, I'll tell you about myself a little bit. I come off as generally nice and kind, just a surface level here, but that's only because I know exactly how much of a fucking dick and like piece of shit I can be. When I get mad.
That's yeah.
And so they saw a little bit of that tonight.
It's weird though, honestly. Like as frustrated as I was at some of these points, like I don't feel bad about tonight's TW though. And I don't know if part of it is the fact that because I got to see a lot of the issues we have, and especially actually being an overview for a change, getting a full recording of it, everything like that. Like, I'm kind of excited to know, like, firsthand experience, we can look at all of that and be like, look, this is where we got to improve. And if we do that, I mean...
Yeah. I mean, I don't feel too bad. Like, if I'm being perfectly honest with you, I don't feel too bad about today's territory war either. Like, overall today, like, initially, started out terrible. Some of the fights started off terrible. But then you definitely, like... You physically saw in the fights people getting better. Yeah. Like they literally and they're not gonna like me saying this. By me yelling at them and getting pissed off at them and telling them their shit, they got better. Like immediately.
Yeah, I mean, even as the Luge fight progressed, I mean, while yes, there were still blatant mistakes made at pretty key points in the fight. I mean, you could see players starting to catch on, players starting to figure out where they needed to be, units moving to where they needed to be. You could see the change in the shift as some of these players were getting back into the fight for the second, third, whatever time they were getting in there. They were starting to figure it out. They're like, all right, this is where stuff needs to go. This is where the enemy is coming from. I mean, they were even starting to kind of catch on to what the momentum of the other team was. and starting to react a little bit on their own, and kind of lessening the job of what we had to do. So it was interesting to see it kind of develop as the fight went on.
Yeah. It's like, oh no, what were you gonna say, Bambiar? No, go for it.
I think that was really eye-opening for our alliance tonight. Like that we have the potential to punch up, but man, like our players are wililling to go that distance, try their best to actually fucking step up, and it's nice to see. Like Monty said, like the more fight go on. I was an overview and I was calling rotations, and then I just see 7 dudes like just flank on their own. I'm like, bruh, that's amazing.
Yeah, no,
call for it.
And like they start to figure it out, and you like Monty didn't believe me, but and a lot of his house members don't believe me when I say this. You just gotta yell at people sometimes. You gotta yell at people until they figure it out. And I think Monty's finally starting to get it. And I'm actually kind of happy about it.
Monty's not gonna have a voice tomorrow morning, okay?
Monty, hey,
you'll grow into it. You'll grow into it. Don't worry.
You will, yeah. 1, you'll grow into it. 2, your players will be all the better off for it. You only need to have that voice 2 days a week for an hour and a half.
That's fair.
You don't need it the rest of the time. The trainings, they don't do nearly as much as Territory War in terms of getting your house better.
No, yeah, I mean, putting boots on the ground, anytime is definitely... We actually had, I don't know if you saw or not, we had somebody join at the beginning of TW, literally level 23.
Pog? I didn't see that, but
yeah. One of our guys, their friend started playing the game and wanted to come check out TW. I unfortunately didn't get to see if they actually were in any of the battles or not. But yeah, level 23 joining for TW. I'm like, okay, well, we'll see what happens. Well, I don't know if you're gonna like this, but shit, come on in. You want to dip your feet in the water? Again, welcome on board.
I'm just reading what Tyler's saying here and what Leon's saying here. Bro, I was in the Luge Fight comms just listening to the screaming. Why so much screaming? Lol. MFs don't die with 30 muster. And I'm like, yo, it's so true. So true.
The number of times, dude, this is the most I've ever had to kick people from a battle.
But you didn't lose the battle. But you didn't lose the battle.
That's true. I'm constantly tabbing and seeing guys with no units. I'm like, I'm sorry, dude, you gotta go. Your time has come. You're out of the fight. All right, like you did what you needed to. You're gone. You
don't even know how much it makes me mauled that when I watch your perspective and I don't see you hitting tab all the time.
Yeah.
You don't even know how much it makes me mauled. Because as much as I give your players shit, I also equally give you shit, and. Still equal opportunity shit talking.
That's fair.
What was that, Blackwing?
Hate everybody equally.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Listen, people were telling me, hey, you gotta be positive. You gotta positively reinforce these guys. And I'm like, nah, that doesn't work. These guys don't...
I was told to be more of a dickhead today. I don't know about you, but...
Dude, that's the only thing that works. That's the only thing that gets these people in gear.
Nah, bro, because, you're not wrong, bro. Like, dude... If I change key, if I go from Shotgun like this, and I change my key, everybody fucking knows what I'm saying I want you to happen. This shit happens, okay? Fucking use your voice, bro. Don't be scared. Whose feelings are you gonna hurt? It's Pixels.
What's up,
feelings are gonna get hurt of being yelled at, like, it's,
I mean, I totally agree, but I think the time to, go kind again, well, quote unquote, because you're still being a dick to people because you want them to learn. And I totally agree. You need to be a dick a lot of the times for people to learn.
Listen, you're only a dick between the hours of 8:30 and 10:30.
Yeah.
On Saturdays and Tuesdays Eastern time. Everywhere else you can be the nicest person in the world. But between those 2 hours a week, every few days, you have to be a dick.
And you can probably ask Monty, because I've shot called some of these fights. When shit hits the fan and I start losing my mind, get.
You feel the tension building in the air when MBR is about to crack.
So I have a standing desk, and when shit hits the fan, I press my button to just stand, and I start yelling.
Yo, I remember you telling me about this, and I laughed my fucking ass off. Where you
And I swear to
you
God,
start
it works.
standing the shotgun.
Every time I stand up, it's like I'm putting my balls on the table. I'm like, alright, fuckers, it's time to fucking go.
Yo, Trillin makes a good point though. You just gotta make sure your members are aware beforehand that you're going to be an asshole to them, so that they're ready, that they prepare, like they pucker up on not on their face, but on the other side.
I will listen to my VOD tomorrow, but on that Mingyu fight, I'm pretty sure you hear my desk rise when they took X. Because I just stood up and I was like, alright, we're backing up to fucking camp.
MBR, please PM me whenever you do your VOD review. I really want to hear it. Even your initial. I want to hear your initial reactions to your VOD review. It's going to be so good. Same thing to you, Monty. I want to hear those initial reactions to the VOD review. It's going to be so juicy.
It's either I heard you're going to hear it like rise, or I was already standing the whole fucking way.
Anyway, yeah.
Because when you dig deep, it's like, okay, like it's the fun is over. We're here to fucking play business. It's
Hey, Monty.
What's up, man?
I just remembered something I did tonight that I don't know if I regret it or not yet. There was a point in the Kaolai fight. It was like 8 minutes left or something, and people are talking about, oh, we're getting fucking started. Oh, we got to do this, we got to do that. Basically, it was cope in chat, and I just say to these guys who are coping about it in chat, how about we stop the fucking cope and focus on winning the actual battle? And I'm not sure if I regret saying that right now. I don't know who I said it to.
Dude, I don't even know who was in the fight at that point, to be honest, dude. We were all over. I don't know if I was, because I know I never went back. I don't know if we were going back to Luge at that point. Dude, I have no fucking clue what I was doing at that point in TW. So much was happening on the map. You know, we were watching Warriors Nation getting ready to encroach over, and I'm like, we're all the way over here on the fucking middle of the map, and they're coming into the Luge pocket. Well...
Yeah,
here we go.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, Mr. Pan. Okay, I don't know who Mr. Pancake Man is, but apparently he heard it. It's just a moment that sticks out to me in my head. I don't know if you remember when that happened, dude, but it was good. Anyway, yeah, I think like you said, Monty, I think it was a good territory war. I think the guys improved a lot throughout the entire territory war, and I really want to see how TK progresses this season.
If we can keep the momentum going, I'm actually stoked for the rest of the season, regardless of what happens. Even if at the end of the day we get absolutely fucking smashed, if we can keep building off of the shortcomings, you know, if we can pick up on our weak points and build off of those, I mean, dude, it could be a great fucking season for us.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm looking forward to. All right, I don't know if anyone else has anything else to say for the night in any of their houses, what their goals are, anything like that. Actually, I want to ask you before we go, Blackwing, with sort of the collapse of Hightower here, and all the shit going down with that. What are your plans going forward? Because it's not looking so great for the Bloodlust Alliance, with a few of the members sort of stepping away in
Who's
each of the houses.
Away?
Hightower, like mid territory war, with Blastwave calling. I know Zelgius and his crew dropped Hightower.
I think it's just Zelgius. I talked to him today, and it's just Zelgius.
Is it just Zelgius?
Yeah, Zell just made a house called Newsman. And he just dipped.
What about the rest of like the guys who run with him? Unless they already all quit, like Ashnard and
no clue.
Like Wolfie Slayer, things like that.
I'm not too sure. I mean, Hightower's numbers seemed fine tonight.
Oh, were they? Okay. Hey, I don't know. I'm not in their alliance.
Oh yeah, they had a good presence.
Our numbers were higher than last CW, so it's fine. I should only goes up, you know what I mean? Like, you know, every single season, like, we always bounce back.
Hey,
It's
that's
just that simple. We will bounce back.
well. With you asking everyone else what their numbers were, can we ask what your numbers were?
About 50.
Oh, that's not so bad. Were you sort of highest in your alliance?
Yeah.
Was that like half your alliance?
I mean, we've always kind of been at like,
Yeah.
like we've always
I'm
kinda
asking,
been, like, the most
were you
alliance.
were you making up half your alliance, or was it less than half?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I mean, probably about half, a little bit less than half.
Okay. Yeah, that's just about what I expect. So yeah, you and Elysium are sort of on even playing field here.
Oh yeah. It's
Anyway,
gonna come down to who tries more.
gonna be who tries more and who the fuck Lawless decides to, you know, get from the back. Hey, Gorgonite's coming in strong. I want to talk to Gorgonite. I think we didn't get the chance tonight.
I never said they weren't strong. I'm just saying it's like, yeah, whatever.
I think they're one of the strongest alliances right now.
Yeah, they should be.
We definitely need a third. Yeah.
No, if you guys merge, make a super house join us, and then we'll merge one of our houses, and bam.
Bro,
Yeah, I'm trolling. We're not doing that. Fuck no.
My house is full.
Fuck that,
you don't have the space for me.
Oh, I wasn't even saying me. I was saying you and TK. The fuck, like, or get merges, shit.
I don't have space for TK, even if they wanted to merge.
Grab Zodiacs.
Hey. I literally said to Monty earlier this season, and I'll say it to you too, MBR. Just tell me who you want as an ally.
Zodiacs for sure.
Yeah, but like, it's not. You heard Potato. Actually, Potato doesn't fucking represent.
What did Potato say? Because
I didn't hear at all.
Potato says that Zodiacs is basically schizophrenic and doesn't know who they are and what they want to do and who they're gonna join. And
yeah.
Just Potato, do you know what you are? What you want to do?
Potato's not here anymore.
Potato's not here anymore.
But yeah, I've been in Diplo meetings with Zodiacs, and they're like, "Hey, we don't fucking know." I'm like,
yeah, that's
you're literally there. Like
Potato. Yeah, Zodiacs are trying to find themselves right now.
But like, you're literally right there. We're touching each other. Just press a button.
Touching each other.
Just press a button. I don't give
Zodiacs is one of those people who move to the Caribbean or into like East Asia and say, "I need to find myself." That's who they are right now.
But you know, we're trying to work some angles, but everybody's like, "I don't know. I'm waiting till mid-season." It's like, bro, just make up your mind. Just do something.
Legit, you got to pick up like one of these shitter. No, I shouldn't call them shitter houses if you're gonna be allied to them. But like one of these small houses that are just like out there somewhere.
I mean, we don't have that much higher standards. Just feel the stack and just want to learn. It's not that big.
Like, go to someone like Maelstrom and say, merge your houses together and then join our alliance. Or go to Draconis Combine, merge your house together, join us.
But Saki, you know very well that it's never going to happen. These legions are too prideful. And not to shit on Kanye, because Kanye's a good dude. Like, it took a lot of work.
No, I know.
It took a lot of fucking work for us to merge.
Listen, and I've spoken to Kanye before about shit like that, and I've spoken even to Blackwing and why am I forgetting his name? Midkey about shit like that, where it's like, hey, Midkey, Like, because Miggy has probably received the most merge offers in the game, like, period. Hands down. So many people want the Fallen to merge into their house. And he's just never done it.
It's a good thing that we have some of those leads, but like there's too much.
There is too much.
Like, and I'm so grateful for HO to finally merge into us, because it's paid off. You seen it firsthand. Like it's just beneficial.
Yeah,
so fucking good.
You just got to pick up someone like fucking Warriors Nation here, who's just gonna be numbers for you. But they might hate you.
They will
they might work with me. Fucking, I don't know. Pick up Mithra. Pick up fucking one of the houses in Requiem. One of the ones that actually field numbers. Sorry, Resurrection rather.
Fucking Leon went to a Diplo meeting with Warriors, and they said, "Nah, MBR's in your house. Fuck you."
Yeah. Anyway, I think we're dragging on just a little bit here. I don't know. Does anyone else have anything else to say? We're gonna end off the night here.
Good.
We're good. All right. Tight. We'll see everyone next time, I'm sure. I appreciate everyone coming by. We'll see you next time, Trillin. It'll be a good time coming up here. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Have a good night, everybody. Peace.
Cheers.
All right. Goodbye.